shadows beneath the tree of knowledge, a metaphor for how corruption and inequality hide under the system that meant to give growth. Now let me remind you that corruption kills not just money, but also dreams. Not just today, but generations. My name is Jessica Graciela Valerie Wattimury, and I am from Kalam Kudus Christian Senior High School. And in this speech, I will take you beneath the tree of knowledge, where the roots of our education system reveals truth we can no longer stay silent about. Education to me is like a tree. When you plant it in the right soil, give it enough water, and let it grow under the sun, it flourishes, producing leaves, branches, and fruit that nourish life. But when the roots are weak, the whole tree suffers. You may see one leaf turn yellow, and then another, and then until you realize that it wasn't just the leaves, but with the roots were the problems. Our education system is that tree. A single unfair exam, one broken school, one forgotten student. They are not just small problems. They are symptoms of something much deeper, a weak root in our system. And sometimes education also reminds me of a computer. Every input creates an output. If we put in corruption, inequality, and ignorance as inputs, then the outputs will be broken futures, wasted talent, and generations who believe that injustice is just normal. I know this because I have lived it. I grew up in eastern Indonesia, in Papua. People there often say that is just how it is. But I refuse to believe that injustice is normal. I have seen corruption of not just millions or billions, but trillions of rupiah disappearing. I have seen public schools receive money that never reached their classrooms. I have seen hospitals without medicine, teachers without resources, roads so broken that children walk 4 hours just to reach school. And yet the children of corrupt officials live in comfort, posting their wealth online. But corruption is not the only disease in our roots. Unfairness grows alongside it. I have joined debate and speech competitions for these past few semesters, working hard to prepare. Yet I saw again and again the same public schools winning even when they lost arguments. Once I debated a team that ran out of ideas. The judge said she was confused. She left the room and came back declaring their victory. It was not just about merit. It was about a system that was trying to protect its flaws. Even worse, in a debate competition outside of Eastern Indonesia, I shared about the inequalities we face in my region. But my opponents dismissed it using the statistics from their own area, as if they represented the entire nation. They won, not because they were right, but because ignorance was rewarded. At that moment, I realized something. When people ignore inequality, that itself is corruption. Because corruption is not only about stealing money, corruption is also when fairness is denied, when the truth is silenced, and when voices from the margins are ignored. There is a saying in Indonesia that our leaders are a reflection of our people. And you may see this or hear this every single time, anywhere. And recently, it was reported that only a minority of our parliament members hold just a high school diploma, while most have university degrees. And yet corruption still thrives. Now, you may ask, why does this matter? Why should students in one region care about students in another? Why should policymakers listen to young voices at all? Because the small things ignored today, unfair judging, broken schools, unequal opportunities, can destroy the whole system tomorrow. And that is why I stand here, not as one voice, but as a part of a generation that refuses to stay silent. Silence will not heal the roots. Silence will not fix the errors. Only courage will. Only free speech will. And only us, the youth, can make it happen. Thank you.